Hi guys, in this video I'm going to give you a breakdown of how you can use Our Planner for your wedding planning process. So let's go ahead and get started. This is an overview of your profile in Our Planner. You'll see preparation, plan in progress, guests, the budget, and inspiration at the bottom. On the right hand side, you'll see how many days you have left to your wedding and important items. Now let's go check out the checklist. On the checklist, you will see the wedding planner assistant, the bride, and the groom. Next, let's check out the full checklist. On the full checklist, you will see all the categories in the wedding planning process. On the right-hand side, you will see the months and the weeks that each item is due. Next, let's check out the calendar. The calendar holds our most important dates, such as follow-up calls, when to send invitations, when payments are due, any meetings you may have with your vendors as well. You can add to the calendar by clicking on the calendar and just adding in any information. Next, let's check out the timeline. In the timeline, it will show you details of your rehearsal day and your wedding day. It will give you times for your rehearsal, times for your wedding. It will also show all the times that your vendors are coming, when everything is happening as far as ceremony, cocktail hour, and reception as well. You may add anything into the timeline. You may even add a day if you have a 3-day weekend. I do want to show you guys how to look at the different views. So if you click on the right hand side where it says view all, I'm going to scroll down and you can see all of the vendors, and then I am going to click on catering for you guys just to show you an example. When you click on catering, it will pop up and highlight everything for catering as far as when equipment needs to arrive, the table setup, and when catering is arriving. Next, let's talk about the design studio. In the design studio, you will see all of your inspiration as far as cake, reception, and floral inspiration. You may add anything into that. Next, let's talk about guests. In the guests, you will see first name, last name, address, email, and phone number. You may change this however you would like. You can do select managing groups. You can change the view if you would like to. Down at the bottom, you will see the columns. In the columns, you will see that you can click from name, list, RSVPs. You can select all, or you can select what you would like. Next, let's talk about the layout and seating. The layout will show a detail of your reception and your ceremony. At the top, you will see how many tables, how many guests, and how many guests are seated in the layout as well. You can make any changes to this, or your planner can as well. Next, let's talk about the contacts. The contacts of your vendors. This is an overall view of them. It shows their payment, when you made the payment, and what you have left remaining. I'm going to click on this one to show you just an overview. So you will add in their general contact information, point of contact information, and on the right hand side, you will see any messages or PDFs that you may have exchanged with that vendor. Next, let's talk about the most important thing, which is the budget. In the budget, you will see all of your vendors. It will have a breakdown of the estimate, actual, difference paid, and what's due. At the top, you will see a budget line, and it will let you know if you have gone over budget. Next are the notes. The notes hold all the information from all of your meetings with your wedding planner or a wedding vendor. You can click in the notes to make any edits. And once you're done with your edits, just hit done and it will take you back to your notes. You may also add new notes or add new templates as well in the notes section. Lastly, let's talk about your website. In the wedding website, you will see your headline, your URL, your story with engagement, the wedding day. In the website section, you want to put any important information for your guests to see. Some of the information you may input is traveling information, activities for them to do as well. Are you ready to get started? Here are your first assignments that you should complete in Our Planner. First, get familiar with your checklist. Make sure you go over each item and mark off anything that's already been done or delete any item that does not apply. You can choose to view your checklist either by category or due date in the right-hand corner. Review the drafted timeline we have prepared for you and let us know if you have any additional questions regarding your timeline. Add all of your inspiration images you have already collected to your design studio by clicking on the inspiration board and clicking on Add Image in the left-hand corner. Next, you should start working on your guest list. Click Add Guests, type in their name in that box, and then create Guest Party. You can add them to one of the groups that you have created. Next, review and approve the budget we have prepared for you, and make sure we have added all of your vendors in your budget tracker. On your notes, start by filling out the wedding party and family note. This will help you get started with your wedding planning process. We hope that this tutorial was helpful. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us.